All right, Bobcat department chairs and team leaders, and welcome to our DCTL video meeting. Thank you very much for accommodating us with this change of venue, going to a video meeting. I hope that you appreciate that and the opportunity that it has to save you some time meeting via this video instead of meeting in person. So we'll go ahead and start off with the first slide. Thank you very much for all the hard work that each of you do every day. Thank you for being the great teachers that you are. Thank you for being great teacher leaders, for helping your teams, your departments, and the campus as a whole to grow. Thank you for communicating effectively with parents, with staff, with students. Thank you for being flexible with our students, especially in a year that has had so many obstacles, from hurricanes to freezes to big changes like the change in our marking periods. I appreciate greatly the flexibility that you have demonstrated. And thank you for being BF&D strong in everything that you do. All right, so why do we do what we do? I think back to the mission statement for the district, which is lead, learn, empower, achieve, and dream. And I think about this in context of my own son, who went through CFISD schools from kindergarten all the way through high school graduation, and how impressed I was with how much he was able to learn, how empowered he was, his ability to be able to achieve and dream. And I think about the teachers, the campus, the district, and the role that they played in providing him with those opportunities. And I think about, for me, how I want to, in turn, provide those opportunities for all students at Cy-Fair High School. I also feel strongly that Cy-Fair High School is a huge part of our community. And as we do our work at Cy-Fair, it helps to improve our community as a whole. This is one of the reasons why people want to move here. This is one of the reasons why businesses want to come here, is because of the high quality of our public high schools in Cypress, Texas. What we do does improve our community, improves the area that we live in, the area that we shop in. It provides opportunities and jobs for people in our community as we have great schools. And then, of course, we save lives every day at Cy-Fair High School. We give students direction, we give them hope, we give them inspiration, and sometimes, quite literally, we help to save their lives. And that is a big part of why I do what I do every day, is to give kids opportunities, to improve our community, and to save kids' lives. I think it's important as we go through this time of year that we take some time to reflect on our own personal whys. What motivates us to do what we do? What motivates us to be a teacher? Because I think that it's the why, according to Simon Sinek and his work, that it all starts with the why. It's the why that brings us our passion, that makes us excited about things. And so take some time to reflect on your why and why you do what you do every day. And the hope is that as we refocus our energy on our why, that it will help to inspire us to bring that passion and that fire back for us. Okay, so master scheduling and hiring. The good news is that we have very few teachers that are leaving Cy-Fair High School. And we have lots of great candidates that are wanting to come to Cy-Fair High School. So we have lots of great candidates that we can choose from. We're choosing from great candidates rather than trying to find a candidate. And so that's great news. We're going to be able to have our hiring done pretty quickly and with some great candidates. So that's very, very good news for us. And our department chairs have their numbers already, and they're working on the master schedules now. As you know, that is an ongoing and laborious project for our department chairs. We appreciate your help with that. Just remember that we want to make sure that we put the big rocks in the jar first. And of course, the biggest of those rocks is student success. There are some other rocks that are important as well, like teacher preference, teacher talents, because I'm a big firm believer that that happy teachers make for better teachers, and so we do want to make sure that we look out for what the teacher preferences are. But of course, the big rock in the jar first is student success. Okay, some reminders about final exams. They are due to the DI office by May the 4th. They can be submitted digitally to Bobby or Roberta Lecklider at cfisd.net, or they can be submitted via hard copy to the DI office. Just make sure either way that you include the number of copies that you will need for that final exam. And remember that every class needs a final exam. So give me a final exam for every class, every level that you have that's going to have a different exam. Make sure that's done by May the 4th. You can submit it digitally or hard copy, include the number of copies, and we will make sure that Ms. Sheila makes those copies for you and has them in time for the seniors to start their final exams on May the 23rd. All right, Friday, April the 20th, this Friday is a very important day. Ms. Martin sent out an email about it this morning. So please make sure that you refer to that email that Ms. Martin sent. It has lots of great information about what we're doing for students this week, and then also specifically about the concerns for Friday, April the 20th. Mrs. Martin is asking for all hands to be on deck. Make sure that, if possible, that you are here at Cy-Fair High School that day to help us out. It's important for us to keep a pulse on the campus. And if you hear of things that might be happening on campus, that we get that information to the APs or to Ms. Martin as soon as possible, so that we can have a safe and orderly environment for our students to learn in. We definitely want our students to have a voice, and that's some of the things that we have planned for this week already. But we want to make sure that they exercise that voice in appropriate ways. And so, like I said, reference Mrs. Martin's email. It has very specific things in there to help us out with that. But the big things, make sure that you're here on Friday. Make sure we're keeping ourselves aware of the pulse of the campus. And if we see something, let the APs or Ms. Martin know, so that we can keep the school safe and orderly for all. All right, there is a faculty meeting scheduled for Monday, April the 23rd in the cafeteria, except this time we will be meeting with your appraiser groups. This is for all teachers, whether you're Plan 1 or Plan 2 or a new teacher or on cycle or off cycle. All teachers need to meet with their appraisers in their appraisal groups in the cafeteria. On Monday, April the 23rd after school, we're going to discuss the end of year conferences that are coming up for CF tests. This will be our first time to go through this. So we just want to make sure that we go through the process with our teachers, and we offer an opportunity for them to ask questions and get some answers. There will be a Tuesday morning makeup session at 6:45 in the morning in the teaching theater for those who cannot be there in the cafeteria after school on Monday, April the 23rd. All right, just a quick reminder to finish BFND strong. We're going to do this by preparing great lessons, teaching bell to bell, motivating students to succeed, and giving struggling students lots of hope. Hope that they can maybe pass for the semester, hope that they can learn some material to help them be successful in summer school or next year. But somehow, some way, we need to make sure our students have some hope to finish the year strong. All right, so that's going to conclude my video for the department chair and team leader meeting. We also have another video that I will be adding to the email, which is a quick leadership moment from Miss Leslie Gilmart. So mine is more the instructional, informational information, and Ms. Gilmart's is a leadership moment for helping you grow as a teacher leader. All right, so make sure you watch the other video, and thank you again for all that you do. BFND.